Indeed proud to present William Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream.
In the middle of the summer, at the end of the day, when the dull edge of night seems to tuck you away, your mind drifts off, and the shadows scheme. Hang on to yourself! It's Midsummer Night's Dream! The hours slide by, and your dreams take to flight. Fantasy Mountain and all lovers' delight. The child in you squeals, all sugar and cream. Hang on to yourself! It's Midsummer Night's Dream! The moon casts its glow on the branches of dew. Prisms of webs will catch just a few. With luck, you'll be trapped by those glorious beams. Hang on to yourself! It's Midsummer Night's Dream!
Why is thy cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, in which I could well redeem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read or could ever hear my tale of history, the true course of love never did run smooth. But either it was different in blood,
Oh, cross too high to be enthralled to know.
or else misgrafted in respect of years.
Oh, spite too old to be engaged to young.
or else it stood upon too choice of friends.
Oh, hell to choose love by another's eyes?
Or, if there were sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the collie night, and a spleen unfolds both heaven and earth. And ere a man hath power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick right things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have ever been crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then, let us teach our trial patience, as it is a customary cross, as due to love and thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager, of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. Now there, gentle Hermia, will I marry thee? And to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. Now, if thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance to a morn of May, there I will stay with thee.
Oh, my good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, oh, by the simplicity of Venus' doves, by that which leads souls and prosper loves, in all the vows that ever men have broke, in numbers more than ever women spoke, in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Oh, Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you be fair? That fair again, I'd say. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair! Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet air, more tunable than lark to shepherd deer when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching, where favor so. Yours when I catch fair Hermia ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye, my tongue should get your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world behind Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to be you, translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
Oh, I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that your prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
Oh, his folly, Helena, is no fault of
Oh,
mine.
none but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself shall fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven unto a hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, through Athens' gates, have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were once a lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence, from Athens, turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Oh, farewell, sweet playfellow, and pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight.
I will. I will. Helen, adieu. And as you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some ere other some can be. Through Athens I am thought of as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know at all, but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so am I, admiring of his qualities. Love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is wicked Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind any judgment, taste, wings, and no eyes, figure on he taste. Therefore is love said to be a child, because of choice he is so oft beguiled. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyes, he hailed out oaths that he alone was mine. And when these hails some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will tell Demetrius of fair Hermia's flight. Then will he to the wood tomorrow night pursue her. For this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is at a dear expense, but here meet I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Thy performance shall be remembered long after you have departed.
Oh, good morrow, dear father. Oh, God's imaginations.
Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally, man to man, according to the script.
Here is a list of every man's name which is thought fit through all Athens to play an oratory before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night. Now,
First,
I will...
good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors and so grow to a point.
Madam, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and very. Now, Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the Weaver.
Ready! Name what part I am for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover who kills himself. Most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. Raging rooks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of the prison gates. And the vivid car shall shine from far and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now, name the rest of the players.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender. Here, Big Quince. Francis, you must take Thisbe on. What is Thisbe? A wandering knight? 'Tis the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That is all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe, oh, Pyramus, my little dear,
You must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor. Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Robin Starveling.
Here,
Peter Quince, Robin Snowden, you must play Pyramus's mother. Tom Snout the tinker,
Here, Peter Quince.
you will play Pyramus's father, myself Thisbe's father, and Snug the joiner, you the lion's part. And I hope here, masters, is a play well fitted.
Have you this lion's part, written? Oh, pray, if it be, give it me. I'm slow of study.
You may do an extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly, that you should frighten the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek, and that would be enough to hang us all.
That would hang every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, if you should frighten the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us, but I will aggravate my voice, so that I will roar you as gently as any sucking a dove. I will roar you and when any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus! For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely, gentlemanlike man. Therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were I best to play it in?
Why, what you will.
I will discharge it in either your straw-colored beard, your orange tawny beard, your purple in the grain beard, or your French crown color beard, your perfect yellow.
Some of your French crowns have no hair at all, and then you shall play it barefaced. Now, masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you and desire you to con them by tomorrow night, and meet me outside the palace wood a mile without town by moonlight. There we shall rehearse, for if we rehearse in the city, we shall be dogged with company, and our devices known. In the meantime, I shall draw a bill of properties such as the play wants. I pray you, masters, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains. Be perfect. Adieu!
At the Duke's Oak, we meet.
Enough! Hold or cut bowstrings.
Oh, now,
Spirit, whither?
wonder you.
Overhead, over down, through brush,
Fruit rot!
over park, over cake, through blood, through clock. I do wander everywhere, twisted in the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green coast install her pensioners be.
There gold coat spots, you see.
Those be rubies, fairy favor. Those freckles live those savors. I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell. Love of spirit. I'll be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here. Anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen.
Come not within his sight, and now they never meet.
In grove,
Or green,
by fountain clear.
or spangled starlight sheen. But they do square, that's all their elves for fear.
Creeping day concomes and I compare.
Either I mistake your shape,
Or making fun. Or else you are head shrew. And that's right. But on the good around. Or not you be.
the maidens of the villagry.
Skin them. And sometimes labor in the queer. And bootleg. Make the breathless housewife churn. And make the drink to bear.
Mislead night wanderers, laughing at their harm.
Those
And when she drinks against her lips I bawl, and on her river dewlap pour the ale.
The wives assent,
Telling the saddest tale.
sometimes 1 3-foot stool mistaketh me, then slip I from her bunk,
Down topples she,
and tell the
and
cry.
falls into a cough. Then the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and waxing in their mirth their knees and swear, a merrier hour was never wasted there. Ah, but room fairy,
Here comes Oberon.
Oh, it's here, my mistress! Would that he were gone!
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Very skip hence, I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanted, and not I thy lord.
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day playing on pipes of corn, and versing love to amorous Philinda. Why art thou here? Come from the farthest step of India, but that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress and your warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded. And you come to give their bed joy and prosperity?
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never since the middle summer spring that we on hill, dale, forest or mead, my pavement found to nor my rushy brook, or in the beached margin of the sea to dance a ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds piping to us in vain as in revenge have sucked up from the sea contagious falls, which falling in the land hath every panting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. No night is now with him or peril blessed. Therefore the moon, governess of blood, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this distemperature, we see the seasons alter. The spring, summer childing, autumn angry, winter change their wonted liveries. And the amazed world by their increase, thou knowest not which is which. And the same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and originals.
Why should Titania cross her Oberon? How long will this wood
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our rounds and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shut us, and I will spare your homes. Fairies, away! We shall try downright to my longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle puck, come hither. Thou rememberest that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyes laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a glove around the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, albeit on lion or bear, or wolf or bull, a meddling monkey or a busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I can take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, and she will render up herself to me. Who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander, fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were to be stolen unto this wood, and here am I abode within this wood, because I cannot beat my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted abbot, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is as true as steel. Keep your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you I do not nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel and Demetrius. The more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your dog. Spurn me, strike me, beat me, neglect me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you. What more sure place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of such high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I'm sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one who loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for it is not night without you see your face. Therefore I think I'm not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company, for you in my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said that I'm alone? When all of the world is here to look on me.
I'll run from thee. And hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts!
Oh, the wildest has not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. A pile of flies, and death beholds the chase. The dog pursues the griffin. The wild tide makes speed to against the tiger. Bootless speed. When cowards pursued, and valor flies. Action!
I'll not stay thy questions. Let me go. For, if thou follow me, do not believe but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your rogues to set a scandal upon my sex. We cannot fight for love as men do. We should be wooed. We were not meant to woo. Oh. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph, ere he do leave this grove. Thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye.
There it is.
I pray thee, give it to me. I know a place where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania sometimes of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin, weave wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with this juice I'll streak her eyes and fill her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Affect it with some care, that he may prove more fond of her than she upon her love. And look now, meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not.
Oh, my lord.
Your servant shall do so.
Come, now a roundel and a fairy song. Then, for the third part of the minute hence, some the cankers and the musk rosebuds. Some war with remiss for their leathern wings to make my small elves coats, and some keep back the clamorous owls that nightly hoot and wonder at our quaint spirits. Sing me now asleep, then to your offices and let me rest.
You spotted
Lullaby. 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 Never harm, no spell, no charm. Come on, lovely lady night. So good night, sweet lullaby. It's away. Now all is well. While aloof stands sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love's take. Love that languish for his sake, be it on ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye what shall appear? When thou wakest is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Dear love, you fade with wandering in the wood, and to speak truth, I have forgot our way. Well, rest us, Hermia, if you think it good. Tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander, find you out to bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
Turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and a single troth.
Nay, Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet, do not lie so near.
Take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes meaning in love's conference. I mean that unto yours my heart is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained by a single oath, so then, two bosoms and a single troth. Then by your side no bedroom me deny. For lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride. Hermia meant to say Lysander lied, but for love and courtesy lie further off in human modesty. That such separation, as well may be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So, far be distant. And good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen to that fair prayer, say I. And then end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flowerless force in stirring love.
Night and silence.
Who is here? Ah, weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he.
Who my master said.
Despise the Athenian maid.
Who would hear the maiden?
Sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love.
Was killed courtesy.
Ah, sure. Before my eyes I throw all the power this charm doth own.
When thou wakest, that love forbid, sleep his seal on thy eyelid.
So awake when I am gone.
For I must now to Oberon.
Nay! Go now, kill those sweet Demetrius!
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Wilt thou darkly leave me? Do not so!
Stay! On thy peril, I alone will go.
Oh. Am I breath in this fine chase? The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Herbie wheresoever she lies, for she has blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? That was salt tears. If so, my eyes were there washed as off as hers. No, no, I'm ugly as a bear. Creatures that meet me do run away for fear. No marvel as Demetrius do as a monster fly by presence thus. Wicked and dissembling glass of my baby compare with Hermes' fiery eye. But who is here? Lysander on the ground, dead or asleep. I see no blood, no wound. If thou but livest, good Lysander, awake!
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Oh, transparent Helena, nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. But where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name that perished on my soul.
Say not so, Lysander, say not so. But though he loves you, Herbia, Lord, what though? But Herbia loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious moments I have with her spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Would not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe until their season. So I, being young till now, ripe not to reason. And now, touching the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal of my will, leading me to your eyes where I o'erlook love's richest stories, written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? Wet your hands and I deserve that scorn. It's not enough, young man, that I can never know, or never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye. But you might slap my insufficiency. Good troth you do me wrong, good truth you do. In this disdainful manner be to woo. But fare you well, for force I must confess. Not you alone for true tenderness. Know that a lady of one man refused, should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Oh, Hermia, sleep thou there, and mayst thou never come Lysander near. For as the surfeit of the sweetest things the deepest loathing to the stomach brings, or as the heresies that men do leave are hated most by those they did deceive, so thou, my surfeit and my heresy, are hated of all, but most of me. And to all my powers, address your love and might to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me! Lysander, help me! Do thy best, let this crawling serpent from my breast! I may. Oh, for pity. What a dream was here! Oh, Lysander! What have I to break with fear? Methought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander! What? Removed? Lysander, Lord! What, out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word, oh! No, laugh, where are you? No, I go to speak, and if you hear, I will speak of a Lysander! I used to want to lose with fear. No! And then I perceive you are not nigh. Either death, or you will find immediate daylight.
is a marvelous place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, that hawthorn brake our tiring house. And we shall do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince,
What sayest thou, holy martyr?
there are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
Oh, by your lake in Apollo's spear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue. And let the prologue seem to say, we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And, for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom, the weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we shall have such a prologue. And it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No! Make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in Godshulus. A lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearful wild fowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak through, saying thus, or to the same defect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity on my life. No, I am a man, as other men are. And there indeed let him name his name, and tell them plainly he is Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there are 2 hard things. That is to bring moonlight into the chamber. For as we know, Pyramus and Thisbe do meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine that night we play our play?
A calendar, look in the almanac. Find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why, then, you may leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a thorn bush and a lantern and say that he comes to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. Thank you. We must also have a great wall in the chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, do whisper between a chink in a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some plaster or some loam or some rough cast about him to signify wall. And let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Well, if that shall be, then all is well. Now come, masters, sit, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin when you've spoken your speech and give that break. And so everyone, according to his cue. What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here? So near the cradle of the fairy queen?
What a place,
I'll
lords!
be an auditor.
An act or 2, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor sweet.
Odorous. Odorous.
Odorous, savor sweet. So hath my breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, marry must you, for you understand that he goes but to hear a noise he has heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus. Most radiant Pyramus. Most lily white of hue. Of color like the red rose, our most triumphant bride with the tiger. Most frisky juvenile neck, most lovely Jewish, most that you will never tell and meet the Pyramus in any street.
It's not these two, nine is his two. You speak not that yet, then. You speak to Pyramus. You'll say all your lines at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It is never tired.
As true as horse, the gift would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I would not be thine.
Oh, masters, we are haunted! Fly, masters! Oh, no!
I'll lead you around about, through wall, through bush, through brake, through run. Sometimes a horse I'll be.
Sometimes a hat,
A hawk.
a headless bay,
Sometimes a fire, and neigh and bark.
and grunt and roar and burn,
Like horse, hound, hog,
been
fire.
for every turn.
Why do they run away? This is a knavery of them to make me a fear.
Talk thou art changed, what do I see on me?
What do you see? You see an ass head, don't you know?
Oh, bless the bottom, thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. To fright me, if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing that they shall hear I am not afraid. The bosom cock so black of hue with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plainsome cuckoo grey, whose note full many a man doth mark and dares not answer nay. For indeed, who would set his wit to so foolish a bird? Who would give a bird the lie though he cried, cuckoo, cuckoo, never so.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. My ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtue's force perforce doth move me on the first view to say, to swear I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. The more the pity that some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Nay, I can gleek upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so. Neither. But if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. me, I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness, so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peace blossom, moth, cobweb, and mustard seed.
Nay.
Oh, where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hawk in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The humble bags steal from the humble bees, and for night tamers crop their waxen thighs, and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes. To have my love to bed, and to arise, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesy.
Hail, mortal!
Hail, mortal!
Come, wait upon him, lead him to my bower. The moon methinks looks with the watery eye, and when she weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. I have my love's tongue. Bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awake. Then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must now dote on in extremity. How now, mad spirit? What night will now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with the monster is in love.
Well, near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleepy hour, a crew of patches,
Rude mechanical.
that word for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play, intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. Well, the shallowest thick-skin of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered the break.
When I did him at disadvantage take, an ass's and all I fixed on his head, and on his thisbe must be answered, and forth my mimic comes when they him spy, as wild geese at the creeping fowler eye.
Or russet painted coughs many in sort,
Rising and clawing at the gums retort, sever themselves,
and madly sweep the sky.
sweaty sight, away his fellows fly. I led them on in this distracted fear,
And left sweet Pyramus translated there, when in that moment,
so it came to pass.
Titania wait, and straightway loved an ass.
This works out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice as I bid thee do?
I took him sleeping.
That is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side, that when he wake, of course she must be eyed.
Stand close, this is the same Athenian.
This is the woman.
But not the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so?
Ow!
slain Lysander in his sleep, being o'er shoes of blood, plunge in the deep, and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? I'll believe as soon this whole earth may be born, and that the moon may through the center creep, and so displease your brother noontide with the Antipodes. Oh, it cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look so dead, so grim?
So should a murderer look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright and clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
Oh, praise to my Lysander, where is he? Oh, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him the...
I had rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Ow, dog! Ow, cur! Thou arrivest me at the bounds of maiden patience! Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth they never among men! Oh, once tell true even for my sake. Durst thou have looked upon him being awake, and hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch! Could not a worm and adder do so much? Oh, an adder did it for me. Doubler tongue than mine, thou serpent, never adder stung!
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I'm not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
Oh, pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege never to see me born from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I shall remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow. For death that bankrupt sleep doth sorrow, oh. Which now, in some slight measure, it will pay.
No. Well,
If for his tender here, I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love sight. Of thy misprisons perforce ensue. Some true love's turn, and not a false turn true.
then fate's old rule.
That one man holding troth,
A million fail.
confounding oath on oath.
About the wood goes swifter than the wind. And Helena of Athens seest thy find. Oh, fancy sick she is and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion, see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against you to appear.
I go.
I go,
Look how I go.
swifter than an arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Oh!
Flower of this purple dye, hid with Cupid's archery, sinking apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band.
Helena is here at hand, and the youth.
Must have by me pleading for a lover's fee.
Shall we their fond pageant see?
Lord.
What fools these mortals be!
Stand aside! The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Well, then we'll two at once rule one.
This must needs be sport alone, and these things do best please me left befall preposterously. Why should you think that I should woo and scorn?
Scorn to the written never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I vow so born in their nativity all truth appears. But why should these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh devilish holy fray. These vows We oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me, put in 2 scales, will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her over.
Demetrius loves her, he loves not you. Oh, Helen. Goddess. Nymph. Perfect, divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? Christmas immaculate. Oh, how ripe and show thy lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow, that pure congealed white hide Taurus is snow fanned with the eastern wind turns to a crow. When thou holdest out thy hand, oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, the seal of bliss.
Out! Spike! Out! Out! I see you're all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and you courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do, but must you join in souls to mock me too? If you are men, as men you are and so, you would not use gentle lady so. To vow and swear and super praise my heart, but I'm sure to hate all of your heart. You are both rivals in love, Hermia. And now rivals to mock Helena, a trim exploit, a manly enterprise, to conjure up tears in a poor maid's eyes when you're depression. None of the noble sort so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make your sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius. But be not so. For you love Hermia, and this you know I know. So, here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, and Hermia's love I yield you up my part. And yours of Helen, to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do unto my death.
Never did mockers waste for idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but as guestwise sojourned, and now to Helen is at home returned, there to remain. But Helen, it is not so. Disparage not the fate thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou abide it dear. Look where thy love comes. Yonder is thy dear. Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Oh, Lysander's love, they would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more gilds the night than all your fire O's and eyes of light. Why thou seekest me? Canst not this make thee know the hate I bear thee did make me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
No! She is part of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false word in spite of me. Most injurious Hurry, most ungrateful maid. Have you conspired? Have you and those conjoined to bait you with this foul derision? Is the counsel that we have to have shared, the sister vows, the hours that we have spent, to join with men and scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly, it is not friendly. Our sex, as well as I, may charge you for it. Though I alone do feel the injury.
No, I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Ah! Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and sent your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot? to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious celestial. Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? Wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul, and tender me forsooth affection? But by your consent, by your setting on, what though I be not so in grace as you, so hung about with love, but miserable most, you love unloved, that you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. Persever counterfeit looks. They guise each other when I do turn my back. And each other hold as we jest up. This sport well carried shall be chronicled. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence shall soon remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. Oh, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, sweet, do not scorn herself.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreats. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life I do. And I would swear to that by which I was used to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
Now withdraw and prove it to me.
Quick, come!
Lysander, where do tends all this?
Oh, wait, you Ethiopian.
No, you'll seem to break loose, take all as you would follow, and yet come not.
You are a tame man. Go. Hang off, thou cat, thou were. Vile thing, let loose or I'll chase thee from me like a serpent.
Oh, why have you grown so rude? Oh, what changes this, my love?
Thy love? Out, tawny totter, out. Out, loathed medicine, hated potion hence.
Do you not jest?
Yes, do, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I will not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her? Strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What can you do me greater harm than hate? Oh, hate me. Wherefore and not I Armia? Are not you Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile since night you loved me. Yet since night you left me. Oh, why then you left me? Oh, God's forbidden earnest shall I say?
Aye, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. So then, be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain nothing truer, 'tis no jest that I do hate thee, and love Helena. afraid she shall not harm thee, Helena. No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh! When she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when we went to school. Though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little! I am nothing but low and little! Oh, one of them! Suffer her to flout me thus! Nay, let me come to her!
You are to officials in her behalf that scorns her services. Speak not of Helena, let her alone, take not her part. For if thou dost intend any so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it. Well, now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to prove whose right of thine or mine is most to Helena. Follow I, nay, I'll go with thee. Cheek by Jove.
Mistress saw this corn is long of you. Nay, oh nay, go not back.
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run with.
I am amazed. There's not what to say. I do.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else commits thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did you not tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on?
And so far blameless proves my enterprise that I have anointed the Athenians' eyes, and so far am I glad it did so sort, as this their jangling I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Therefore, Robin, overcast the night. The starry welkin cover thou anon with drooping fog as black as Acheron, and lead these testy rivals so astray, as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometimes frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, and sometimes rail thou like Demetrius. And from each other see thou bring them thus, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath such virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. And next they wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. And back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. I'll to my queen and her charmed I release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste.
Make no delay, we may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in fields of town. God will lead them up and down.
Oh, here comes one. Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thee now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I'll be with thee straight.
Ooh, follow me then to play the ground.
Lysander! Speak again! Thou run away, thou coward! Art thou fled? Speak! In some bush! Where hast thou hide thy head?
What, coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes thou look'st for wars and wilt not come? Come, thy child, come recreant, I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
My voice will try no man who's here.
He goes before me and still he dares me on. Montgomery recalls that he is gone. This villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster he did fly. Then, fallen am I in this uneven way. Here will rest me. Come, thou gentle day, and if for but once thou show me thy great light, both mine Demetrius and revenge this night.
Ho, 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 coward, why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest! For well I wot thou runst before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand nor look me in the face! Where thou now?
Come hither, I am
Nay then, thou mockest me. Thou shalt buy this dear, ever I thy face by daylight see. Now, go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach, look, to be visited.
O weary night, O long and tedious night, abate thy hours and shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight, from those that my company detest, and sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, will still be a while for my noble company.
Yet but three.
You'll come one more.
Two of both kinds makes up four.
Here she comes.
Cursed and sad.
Cupid is a knavish lad.
As to make poor females mad.
Woe and never so weary, never so in a woe, bedabbled with the dew and torn with the briars. I can no further walk, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest till the break of day, though, oh heaven shield thy sander if they mean a fray. No.
On the ground, sleep sound, I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover remedy.
When thou wakest,
Thou takest
true delight
in the sight
of thy
former
lady's eye.
and the country proverb know that every man should take his own, in your waking shall be shown. Well, Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill, the man shall have his mare again, and all will be well.
Ow!
Come, sit thee down on this flowery bed, one-eyed thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair, large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peace Blossom? Hey, scratch my head, Peace Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb? Monsieur Cobweb. Good Monsieur. Get your weapon in your hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of a thistle. And bring me the honey bag. Do not fret yourself too much in the action, good Monsieur. And have a care the honey bag break not. I would be loath to have you overflowing with a honey bag, Signor. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed? Give me your leaf, Monsieur Mustard Seed. I pray you, leave your curtsy, good Monsieur.
What's your will?
Nothing, but to help Cavalier Peace Blossom to scratch. I must to the barber's. Methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass, if my hair do tickle me, I must scratch.
What, wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongues and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
A peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy, shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I had rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be all ways away. So doth one bind the sweet honeysuckle gently and twist the female ivy, so it rings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee! How I dote on thee!
Oh, welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. I will remove this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And good Robin, remove this transformed scalp off this Athenian swain, that he, awaking when the others do, may back to Athens again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents as some fierce vexation of a dream. But first I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou was wont to be, see as thou was wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and gentle power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass?
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head. Titania, music hall, and strike more dead than these, the common 5%.
Music! Oh, music! Such as charmeth sleep.
Now, when thou wakest with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound, music! Now, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it all to their prosperity. There shall the couples be wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
Oh, Fairy King, attendant Mark, I do.
Here,
the morning lark.
Then my queen in silence sad trip we after night shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping, here was found, with these mortals on the ground.
Half sleep, half waking. But yet, as I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here. But now as I think, for truly I would speak, it was with Hermia I came hither.
Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian law.
Fair Helen told me of yourself, of this your purpose hither unto this wood, and I in fury hither followed you.
Fair Helena, in fury, followed me. But I want not by what power, but by some power it is.
My love for Hermia melted as the snow. Seems to me now as the remembrance of an idol gone, which in my childhood I did dote upon.
But now all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena. These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turned into clouds.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye, when everything seems double.
So methinks, and having found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Why then we are awake. Then let's do Athens, and by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me and I will answer. My next is most Hey! Ho! Peter Quince! Loot! The bellows butter! Snap the tinker! Startling? God's my life! Stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballet of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And I will sing it at the latter end of the play before the Duke. Adventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at Thisby's death.
Not be heard of. Out of doubt, he is transported.
If he comes not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it? It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus, but he.
He has simply the greatest wit of any handicraft man in all of Athens.
And a good person, too. He was the very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say paragon, not paramour. For God bless us, a paramour is a thing of naught.
Masters! 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 Masters!
The Duke is coming from the temple, and there are 2 or 3 more lords and ladies married. Oh, if our sport had gone forward, surely we'd have all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully bottom. Thus had he lost 6 pence a day during his life. He could not have escaped 6 pence a day. And had the Duke not given him 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus, I'll be hanged.
He would have deserved it. 6 pence a day in Pyramus, or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts? Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what. For if I tell you I am no true Athenian, I will tell you everything right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet bottom.
Not a word of me. All I will tell you is that the Duke hath died. Get your apparel together, good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps. Meet presently at the palace. Every man look ere his part, for the short and the long is, our play is preferred. In any case, let this be half clean linen, and let not him that plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's claws. And, most dear actors, eat no onions, nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath, and I do not doubt but to hear them say it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away! Go! Away!
What dances have we to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime?
A play there is, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play, but by 10 words it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play there is not one word apt, not one player fitted. And tragical it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water, but more merry tears the passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do this play?
Hard-handed men who work in Athens here, who never labored in their minds till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories with this same play against our nuptials.
Oh, we will hear that play. For never anything could be amiss when simpleness and duty tend it. Go, bring them in. Ladies, take your places.
The prologue is addressed.
Speak. The prologue. Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show. Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show.
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show! Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady is be a certain. This man, with lime and rough cast, doth present walls, that by wall which did these lovers sunder, and through walls chink poor souls, they are content to whisper, after which let no man wonder. This man with lantern, dog, and bush of thorn presents his moonshine, for if you will know by moonshine that these lovers think no scorn to me, and Ananias' tomb there, they are to woo. This grizzly beast, which lion hides by name, the trusty Thisbe, coming first by night to scare away all rather than affrights, and as she fled her mantle she did fall, which lion vowed bloody mouth to stain. And I can spearman, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, where his blade with bloody blade he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast, and Thisbe, Terry and Mowbray, Shady, Stagger, died. For all the rest, let Lion, Moonshine, and Walker never remain in righteous court, while here they do remain.
I wonder if it be the lion to speak.
No wonder, one lion they with many asses do.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I, one Snout by name, present a wall. And such a wall as I would have you think that had in it a cranny, hole, or chink, through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper often very secretly, this loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am that same wall. The truth is so. And this the cranny is right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
It is the wittiest partition I ever heard discourse.
Pyramus draws near the wall, silence.
Oh, grim look night! Oh, night, with hue so black! Oh, night, which ever art when day is not! Oh, night, alack, alack, alack! I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet and lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine, thou wall, O wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to bleed through it and
Sorry!
Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, wicked wall through whom I see no bliss. Cast be thy stones for thus deceiving me. Deceiving me. Is Thisbe's cue, and she is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. You shall see it will fall pat as I told you. Yonder she comes!
Oh, wall! Full often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love! Thou art my love, I think.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kissed the wall's hole, and not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straightway?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done, thus wall away doth go. My wall.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I've heard.
You, ladies, you, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that crawl on floor, perchance may shake and tremble here when lion in wildest rage doth roar, but know that I, one snug the joiner am,
No lions fell or lions there. For if I were to come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast with a good kind.
The very best of the beasts that e'er I saw.
The lion is a very fox for his valor.
Yes, and a goose for his discretion.
Not so, for his valor cannot carry his discretion, and the fox carries the goose.
His discretion, I am sure, cannot carry his valor. The goose carries not the fox. Oh, it is, well, leave it to his discretion. Let us listen to Moon.
Proceed, Moon.
All I have to say is, the lantern is the moon. Myself, the man in the moon. This thorn bush, my thorn bush. This dog, my dog.
And then came Thisbe.
This is all Linny's tomb.
Ninuses.
But where is my love?
And then came Pyramus.
And so the lion vanished.
Sweet moon. I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious, golden, glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest this be sight. But stay, oh spite! But mark, poor night, what dreadful dole is here! Eyes! Do you see? How can it be, oh dainty duck, oh dear? My mantle good. What? Stained with blood! Come, tears. Confound! Outsworn and wound the pep of Pyramus! I that left pep when heart doth hop! Thus die I. Thus now am I dead. Now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die. Die! Die! Die!
Shine is gone. Where she comes back to find her lover.
Oh, she will find him by starlight. Oh, here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
She should not use
cherry lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cow-slip cheeks. A gun! Lovers, make moan. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade, my breast imbue. And farewell, friends. Thus Thisbe ends. Adieu!
Moonshine and lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and wall too.
No! I assure you, the wall is down that parted their fathers. Will it please you to see the epilogue, or to hear a burgomask dance between two of our company?
No. No epilogue, I pray you. For your blame needs no excuse. Never an excuse. For when the actors are all dead, there need not to be blame. Marry, if he that had written it had played Pyramus and hanged himself in Thisbe's garter, then it would have been a fine tragedy. So it is truly and very nobly discharged.
Sweet friends to bed. A fortnight hold we this solemnity with nightly revels and new jollity.
Through the house give glimmering light, by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite, harvest light from bird from pride. And this ditty after me, sing and dance eternally.
Best rehearse your song by rote, to each word warming note, hand in hand with merry grace, will we sing and bless this place.
Now until the break of day,
Through this house each fairy stray,
to each bride there will be, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there create ever shall be fortunate. So shall the couples three, ever true and loving be. And the blots of nature's hand never shall within their issue stand. Never mole, hairlip, nor scar, nor mark prejudice such as are despised in nativity, shall upon their children be. And with this field do consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless through the palace with sweet peace. And the owner of it blessed, ever shall in safe rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet we all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended,
Think but this and all is mended, then you have but slumbered here.
whilst these visions did appear,
And this week,
an idle theme.
no more yielding than a dream. Gentle,
Do not reprehend, if you pardon,
we will make.
and as I am an honest pup,
If we have unmerited luck, perhaps escape the serpent's tongue.
we will make amends ere long. Else the pot a liar call.
Thank you.